Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Look, the Squid Game frontman mask. But how many of you people out there that I'm going to sympathize with, because it happened to me too, has rushed onto eBay or Amazon and thought, yay, I'm gonna buy a frontman Squid Game mask. And then when you click on the actual picture, what comes up first is something gorgeous, like any one of these three. Look at the gorgeous detail there. I'll tell you right now, the most expensive one is the one in the middle, and as you can see, to me, that's the best one. Because not only, as you can see, it's a bit bigger, so it fits my big face, but yeah, very nice looking, practically a mimic or copy of what you see in the very popular Netflix series, Squid Game. However, when your package arrives, you get this nonsense. I mean, what the hell is that?
Welcome to Mike's Tech and Toys. Welcome to Mike's Tech and Toys.
Look at it. They absolutely rip you off, most of these sellers on eBay and even Amazon, because you'll find that Amazon themselves, I don't think they really sell and ship these. It's normally in the marketplace, third-party sellers. And look, made out of plastic, cheap plastic. And as you can see there, the mouthpiece is cut out. That's not how it is on the TV series. Look at the nostrils, look at the eyes. What the hell is that? Completely different to the actual frontman on Squid Game. It's just one piece of cheap plastic where they've cut these little holes out for the eyes. That's not what you want when you're looking for an authentic looking frontman mask. These are what you really want to be looking for. Let's start with the cheapest one that I bought. Look, at least with the more cheaper, more decent versions, you can see that the actual eyes, let me just turn it around. You see that? They should be separate pieces behind the mask to give the same effect as what you get in the actual Squid Game TV series on Netflix. Look, that looks way better. Now, the reason I say this is the cheapest one out of the three is not just because of the price, is because you can clearly see it's a 3D printed one, but the other two, you can see the process is much more refined and higher quality. Let's look at the most expensive one of the three, which is this one here. I'm showing it to you nice and close up, as you can see there. They've all got the little cutout in the nostrils, but you don't really see them. They look tiny little cutouts there, which is hard to see when you're wearing it, same as in the TV show itself. But if you look at the actual texture of how it's made, it's less 3D printery. Let me just quickly swing it to the obviously 3D printed one. Can you see the difference between that one and this bad boy right here? And again, have a look at the eyes. Again, let me turn it around. Look, that's what you're looking for a more authentic looking frontman mask from the Squid Game. Separate pieces, almost like separate pieces of mesh or whatever, behind the eyes to give it that authentic frontman look. Right, now we're going to move on to the second most expensive one. Doesn't really look 3D printed, to be fair. It looks like just a piece of moulded plastic, but still looks half decent. Can you see, look? How the finish on that is much more smoother. Can't really see that it's 3D printed, but you can see it's some sort of mould, as you can see round the outsides of the eyes there. But a much more deluxe looking mask than the cheap nonsense that I showed you a second ago. Again, let me turn this one around for you. Hey, look, and what I like about this one, it is super comfortable to wear, because as you can see there, it's got that nice sponge piece there, and you've got this mesh section again behind the eyes to make it look more authentic. The only thing I don't like about this one is that the nose is pointing up too much. Can you see that? Look at that, very snooty nose. And it almost looks like it's a layer of paint over this mask. And look, let me show you them at this angle. So I've got them in the same order, okay? The cheapest one that looks really 3D printed. Look there, you see the texture? The most expensive one, and I tell you now, this one is made so well It literally almost feels like light wood. That's how deluxe this one is. And then we have the second most expensive one. And do you see what I'm saying about the nose? Look at the snoz on that, yeah? Now look at the one in the middle, the most expensive. I'd suggest that looks more authentic. And even this one here, compared to the second most expensive one. Look at the nose on that.
I don't know that one.
Shush. So, you see, I told you, Alexa's always listening. Now the one I've got in the studio here, I've renamed it as computer, and that's its wait word. I did not say that word, and yet it just said something to me. They're listening to us, people. So my Mike's Tech and Toys plus movie memorabilia, I forgot my own channel's name, viewers, this is how not to get scammed when you're searching eBay or Amazon or wherever, okay? You can get any of these deluxe ones from Amazon or eBay. I would suggest eBay, and I'm going to tell you why in a moment. But what normally happens is, you find a listing for one, and the main photograph is going to look all Gucci like this frontman mask right here. Now if that particular seller isn't 100% bad, the other photos, now this is where you've got to look at the other photos that that seller has listed, will probably have this cheap nonsense displayed, okay? But their main front photo will be that bad boy. But your absolute pooey sellers will show you one of these bad boys and only show you these bad boys, but ship you one of these cheap, nasty, plasticky, thin, very not authentic masks. And some of them have the cheek to charge you the same amount of money that these better good sellers would charge you for this cheap nonsense. So what you need to do before you buy a frontman mask or frontman mask from eBay or Amazon or wherever, ask them, is it exactly the same as what your photo shows in your listing? And wait for them to reply. If they don't reply, you'll know it's not, okay? It's as simple as that. Because what they want to do is send you this nonsense. And the last thing you want is to be shelling out 15, 16 pounds, 20 or even 25 pounds on this rubbish. What you want is one of these. Ask the seller, is it going to be exactly like the one in the Squid game or close? Or, cheekily, you could ask, is it the same as the ones, one of the three, that Mike's Tech and Toys plus movie memorabilia shows in his video? If they say yes, hit that buy button. Thanks for watching. Oh, and of course, if it turns up and it's not, open a claim. You're welcome.
Perfect.